Hey everyone, Sean Dawson here from Julie Harris Realty. Welcome to 2023. I must apologise in the delay in getting back to everybody. Obviously we've just had the Christmas/New Year's period, but I did hope to be back early February, but we've had a lot of cool things happening with our business that I'm going to talk about today. But before I do, I'll get into the Corelogic monthly indices. I'll try not to waste too much time because we've got a little bit to talk about in relation to what's happening with our business, but here we are, of course. Again, continued kind of decline, but what we did notice coming into the new year is that buyer sentiment in general was quite a bit stronger than it had been probably for the last 2 or 3 months of 2022. I would attribute that to a couple of factors, mainly the lack of negative press surrounding what's happening in real estate in Australia at the moment, because obviously the RBA do not meet in January, therefore there are no interest rate rises at that time. So the press has definitely been a lot less focused on interest rate rises this year, and as a result we're seeing sentiment much stronger than it was 3 or 4 months ago. So things are still selling. They're still selling for great prices. They're just taking a bit longer at this point. In particular, suburbs like Carina, Wakeley, a couple of suburbs that I operate in quite a bit. But anyway, here are the indices. So Brisbane, of course, as always, we're talking about the all dwellings category. So year on year, so the difference between January this year and January 2022, prices down across the board for all dwellings, 4.7%. And then the month-on-month difference, so the difference between December 2022 and January 2023, down 1.4%. When you break that into the housing category, so freehold homes, the difference year on year, 6.4% down. And then that month-on-month difference, so between December and January, 1.6% down. And then the units category, of course, year on year, units still faring pretty strong. Of course, when I say units, of course, I mean townhouses and units and all of those properties. Prices still faring quite strong, up 5% year on year still. And then the difference between month on month, so December and January, down 0.2%. And that seems pretty pretty accurate when you think about the properties that I've been selling lately in Carina and a few other suburbs like that. Despite the fact that there has been a bit of negative sentiment, obviously in the last 12 months, buyer interest in particular in that kind of like entry-level point, which is now around that $600,000, $650,000 price point, seems pretty good still. Stuff's taking a bit longer to sell, but it still sells. So that's what's happening in real estate at the moment. The main reason I wanted to talk to everybody today is some of you will already be aware of this, I'm sure, because I have spoken to quite a few people about this, but I haven't had a chance to speak to everybody. But Julie Harris Realty has recently joined forces with the largest LJ Hooker office in Australia. Now, that is LJ Hooker Property Centre, based down at Cleveland, which is a suburb on the Bayside here in southeast Queensland in Greater Brisbane. They're a franchise business. They're the most awarded real estate office in the country out of all real estate offices. And I talk about awards from Australian Financial Review, awards from RateMyAgent, awards from REA, realestate.com, and all those things. So Julie Harris Realty has joined forces with that office in a scenario where essentially we're going to be Julie Harris Realty powered by LJ Hooker. Now, from the average perspective from clients of mine, future clients, buyers and all that kind of thing, not a lot is going to change. The only thing that will change is my email address. The way that I talk to you and deal with you will remain the same. My phone number will remain the same. The majority of our branding will also remain the same. So the typical colours, the typical JH Home, all that kind of stuff. You may just see here and there a little powered by LJ Hooker logo in the corner or something like that. This move, in my opinion, is a really good thing. It frees us up as agents to actually do our job properly and not have to worry about the background admin stuff. A lot of jobs that we don't really need to be worrying about, which we've had to worry about in the past, which take up a lot of time, will now be handled by LJ Hooker Property Centre. That frees myself up to be concentrating on selling these properties that I list of yours for the most money that I possibly can in this market. So rest assured, anyone out there that knows me, you'll still get to deal with me. You'll still be dealing with me directly on all circumstances in the future. Nothing is going to change. I'm still going to be putting out these monthly videos. I'm still going to be updating you on the value of your property. And if you're a buyer, I'm still more than happy to help you and guide you in your buying process as well. Like I said, the only thing that will change is my email address, which will be updated shortly. This video will be coming out to my database on my previous Julie Harris Realty email address, but moving forward after that, that will change. So if you have any questions about this, or if you want to talk about what's going on in the market, I advise that you give me a call or shoot me a text. Or, of course, shoot me an email, but you can reach me on 0407 149 757. And, of course, you can reach me at my new email address, which will be sdawson@ljhpc.com.au. If you've got any questions, reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to help with whatever I can. Let's kick off the new year, and let's see how we go. Thanks, guys. Bye.